okay? And I truly believe that across the board. So when you are here, okay, you are on my time. So that means there is no wasting time, okay? So that means you are either here having a great time, okay, which I could see in the faces of some of the people speaking, or you are working at becoming better speakers, okay? What I don't like is when someone comes up here and they speak, and they're kind of like, I don't really even want to be here, okay, blah, 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 and they go through their speech. I understand sometimes we're all new at this and we're learning, and so that's understandable. But I want you to get excited about it because this is only 10 weeks, okay? It's a small portion of your life. In 10 weeks, you how much?
16 weeks.
It's 16 weeks? What did I get, a promotion? Okay, so it's 16 weeks that what you're going to do is you're really going to learn something that can change your life. You can become better at anything you choose to do because of some of the things you're going to learn here. So I want you to really push some effort into it. Okay, so some of those, and I'm not picking on anybody in particular, so don't nobody feel bad. I pick on everybody the same. Okay, so some of the things I want you to start knocking out of your vocabulary, and I don't expect you to do it immediately. Okay, I don't even expect you to necessarily knock it out of your vocabulary in the next 16 weeks. But sometime by the time you're older, I want you to think of words like, basically, and things like that. When you add those in your speech, what that does is they're filler words that mean absolutely nothing. If they mean anything, it makes the listener think that you don't even care about what you're talking about. When you say, so I was at the zoo and I saw like a giraffe. What does like a giraffe mean? It's not a giraffe, but it was something like a giraffe. So it makes me want to go, well, what kind of animal did you see if it was like a giraffe? Okay, so if you say instead, I went to the zoo and I saw a giraffe. That's it. You don't have to say like. Okay, basically or okay, those are filler words. Okay, that don't add any excitement. And so if you're trying to build excitement in your speaking, you don't need those kind of words to bring yourself down. Be excited about the words you say, okay? Because the more excited you are, the listeners are going to be more excited. And those things, even if you're here during these 16 weeks and you're saying, this is all stupid. The speeches I'm giving don't mean anything. I'm not getting anything out of it. This is practice for the real world. Because I'm telling you, in the real world, at some point when you get older and you go to college and you're talking to a professor and you need to convince him to change your grade from a B to an A, and you go, well, basically I was like doing as best I could, he's not going to change your grade. But if you can speak with respect and you can speak with authority and confidence, you're going to get further ahead in the world. When you go and you find somebody, and I'm going to say find the girl that you want to dance with, and I'm going to say that because there's mostly guys, but if you want to find a boy that you want to dance with, or a dog you want to dance with, I don't really care, just anything, you need to go and have the confidence to walk up to that person and talk and say those words. And this is what it is, because what you don't want to do is you don't want to walk up to somebody, kicking the ground and going, so you don't really want to dance with me, right? Okay? You want to have confidence in what you say and drive home your point. And the more confidence you have in yourself, the more it comes across. And then you become more likable and you're sought after. Okay? So that's what I want to drive home to you guys. So keep that in mind. So the next thing is that we're going to really learn is hand gestures. Okay? Every single person here needs to work on this more and more. If there's anything about hand gestures for me, is I should keep my hands still a little bit more. Okay, my hands move a little bit too much. Sometimes I get told I'm more robotic because my hands are always bent like this, and I talk and I move my hands like this. Okay, if you need to shut me up, you have to tie my hands behind my back because I seem to have a very difficult time talking without moving my hands. I want you guys to learn this because when you move your hands with purpose, you become more confident. When you stand up here and you go, well, I want to tell you what I did this weekend. If I stood up here and stood like this, does it look like I'm going to say anything that I care about? No. Exactly. Thank you. What if I stood here and I said, I want to tell you about an important subject, and I cross my arms and I put my head down, and I go, I want to tell you about something that's very important to me. How does that come across to you? What do you think? Like what? You're lying. I could be lying, right? Okay. Or I don't care. What do you think? If I was going to say, okay, I'm going to teach you something today, and I hope you remember it. Okay, what do you think? Do you think anything I'm about to say is important? No, exactly. So I want you to think about that. Every word you say, every statement you make is either the thing you want to get across or it's helping you get to that point. And if it's not, again, it's wasting time. So we're concentrating on those two things. So we're going to do a fun little experiment. We're going to do this fast. Is how many people here have heard the story of, let's go with the Three Little Pigs, because I love pigs, by the way. Everyone here. Does anyone here not like bacon? Good. All right, because that's very important. Okay. Do you like bacon?
I do. I'm vegetarian.
Okay. Well, and don't tell me you bake bacon. Vegetarian, because that's even worse than not eating bacon. I can respect you not eating bacon, but don't eat pretend bacon. Okay. Beautiful. All right. Okay. So anyway, so do you know the story of the Three Little Pigs? All right. So they built houses out of straw and sticks and bricks, right? Okay. So everyone's got that, right? Right?
Yes.
Yeah, thanks. All right, so come on up here. You're first. All right, so what I want you to do is tell me the first two sentences of the story. You just look at everyone, just tell me the first two sentences.
So there were 3 pigs and they all got eaten.
They got eaten. Did we end the story already? No, they didn't get eaten. Three little pigs, and just say they went out on their own, you know.
Yeah, so there were 3 pigs and they escaped the slaughterhouses.
Oh my God. Okay, good. All right, so beautiful. All right, no, don't run away. Those are your two sentences. Now, I want you, as you're telling them this, I want you to act it out a little bit. So when you say there were 3 like little pigs, okay, and you could say they escaped the slaughterhouse and kind of like run across the screen. I want you to act it out with your hands, your face. I want to see facial expressions. Okay, all right.
So there were 3 little pigs. That's 2 plus 1. They escaped the slaughterhouses.
What were your facial expressions?
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful, excellent. Go ahead, All right, come up with the next 2 lines of the story. So the 2 pigs escaped the slaughterhouse. Then what happened?
And one built a house.
Wait, they just started building a house? They just escaped the slaughterhouse and they immediately said, let's start building houses? No, they traveled to a safe place that they thought they could start their life anew. All right, try that.
They traveled to a safe place where they thought they could start a life anew.
Okay, and then, no, where are you walking? You're talking right now. Okay, so they started anew, and then they said, wow, this is a great place. We should build houses. How about that?
And they said, wow, this is a great place. We should build houses.
Okay, now I want you to say those 2 lines again with some acting. Move. Make it big. This is a big, exciting story. This is an epic tale. We're going to win an Academy Award. Go for it.
All right. They went off to a big place where they could start their life anew. They said we should start building houses here.
That was beautiful. That was so nice. All right, come on. Let's start taking it to the next level. What happens then? We start building our houses new. Okay.
The first little pig, he said, I'm gonna build my house out of straw because it's cheap.
Beautiful. All right, now act it out. Excellent.
The first little pig was
Nice.
like, I'm gonna build my house out of straw because that's cheap.
Nice. All right, sit down. Beautiful. All right, next one.
So he had to go out and find the straw, and then he built the house.
All right, now act it out. Now let's see some acting.
So the first little pig had to go out and find the straw, and he took it, and then he built the house.
Beautiful. All right. You know the next part of the story? Where do you want the story to go? Come on up.
Okay.
I think it's the second pig now.
Oh, this is
Yeah, let's jump into the second pig.
the second pig built a wooden house.
Right. Okay. Why did he choose wood?
Because he thinks it's
Stronger.
yes.
Okay. Now say it again, but act it out a little bit.
The second pig built his house with wood.
Yeah.
Because he thinks it's stronger.
Wait, come on. I thought it was stronger. Yeah. But wait, come on, do that. Come on.
It's
Beautiful. All right.
third pig.
No, wait. Because remember, they had a second line because he had to find the straw, remember? So we might as well do that. Where did he get the sticks?
Oh,
Or
he had to go into a forest
nice.
and cut down trees, giant trees.
Beautiful. All right, show us.
He had to go into a forest
Nice.
and cut down giant trees.
Fantastic. All right. Take us to the third pig.
The third pig wanted to build his house out of bricks because he thought that was the most sturdy.
Okay, let's make him the most intelligent, the most intelligent pig. You know, that type of
Okay.
All right, so now go ahead, act it all out. Go for it.
The third most intelligent pig decided to build their house out of bricks because they thought it was the most sturdy.
What was that? Come on, that was the only acting you're gonna do, and then you grab your wrist because he thought it was sturdy. That's not sturdy. Come on, he brought it out of bricks, and come on, pretend.
And he laid out the bricks
Nice.
one by one.
Nice.
It took quite a bit of time, but eventually he got a whole wall down.
Nice. All right, good job. Good job. All right, you can either add more to the bricks or you can introduce the wolf. Okay. Two lines. Don't act it out. Just tell us what the two sentences are.
So after the three pigs finally finished building their house, the wolf.
How about he smelled fresh
Okay,
smell
he
of
smelled
bacon.
the pigs.
Yeah, there we go. All right, now tell us again with actions too.
So after the three pigs finally finished building their house,
Nice.
the wolf smelled them and smelled the pigs and
Come on, show us the wolf smelling.
the wolf smelled
You got it.
the pigs and walked near their house.
Beautiful. All right. I do, by the way, like that during that whole time, the wolf kind of dances a little bit. That was good. All right. So now, what's happening now?
So first the wolf goes to the first pig's house with the dinner pigs, and
What does he say?
he says,
Straw. Yeah.
um,
That little pig, let me in.
let me in. And then he blew his house down.
Beautiful. All right. Show us.
So the wolf, he went to the first pig's house and said, "Let me in," and then he blew down the house.
Wow. All right. What happened after the house was blown down?
I guess he, I don't know, made the pig into bacon.
Okay, so you made the pig into bacon, and that's one sentence.
And then he ate the pig.
All right, sure, go for it.
So he made the pig out of bacon.
Nice.
And then he ate the pig.
Wait, by putting his hands in his pocket?
And then he ate the pig.
Nice. All right, beautiful.
So then the wolf, he smelled the second pig, so he went to he went to the house made of wood, and he knocked on the door and yelled, "Little pig, let me in." So you keep going.
Yeah, and have him blow down the house.
And then after the little pig didn't let the wolf in, he blew the wooden house down.
Okay, now I want you to do it again, but with more of it. Go for it.
So the wolf, he walked to the second pig's house made of wood, and he banged on the door, and he yelled, "Little pig, let me in." And the pig obviously didn't let him in. He locked the doors. So the wolf had to blow down the house, and he destroyed it.
Nice. Excellent. All right, your turn next. You're going to have to tell a lot because she's not going to talk about eating a pig. Okay, so what happens next? You knock down that house.
The pig ran away?
Okay, the pig ran away, and then what happened?
Ran to the third pig.
Nice. Okay, and what did he say when he got there? Because they got to be pretty upset because they lost their first friend. I didn't realize